Good morning, everyone. Sorry I sound a little, on the nasal side. I can speak French really well. Ho ho ho. I can't believe you did that, madame. Okay, so anyway, this ends our French lessons. But if your student has a brailleNote Touch Plus, and you're like dying to know how to use it, these are the videos to go to. Now, I am not a certified humanware company woman. I am just Kiera. I am a student with a brailleNote Touch, and I am learning myself. So, humanware, if any of you know how to use the Touch and you've subscribed, you can tell me a little bit on how to use it. But if none of you know how to use it, oh boy, this is gonna be amazing. So, when you first get your Touch, it's in a when you first get anything, it's in a box, right? So you gotta open the box. If you can't open the box, you gotta have scissors. And if you don't have scissors, you might want to be like my grandfather and use your teeth, although that's not necessarily the safest thing, so you're gonna want to use scissors. If you want, or you can just try to rip open the bag unless you want to break half your nails. Anyway, once you open the Touch, it's in its case. Now you can take it out of its case, or you can leave it in its case. I like to leave it in its case because I like to have the keyboard handy. Now, on the Touch, it's kind of like your standard note taker. If you know what an Apex is, or if you've seen a brailleNote Apex, which is like the standard note taker, it doesn't really do much, so I ended up using the Touch Plus. So, the Touch Plus will actually come as a Touch, so you're going to have to upgrade it, and I have to warn you, if you want it upgraded because you have something for school that you really need it for, and you really need that new software, it's going to take you a few months to do that. Like, it took mine, 3 whole months to upgrade it. To send it, and then upgrade it, and then bring it back. And I was in 8th grade, and I got it, yeah. So make sure to upgrade it so make sure to, just tell your mom or something if you're younger than 18, just tell your mom, hey, can I get this new software for my friend or something? Or if you have a Touch, say, can I get this new software for the Touch and upgrade it to the Plus, because I want to know what it does. If the Touch takes the summer off, like if you get it sent in May, it's not going to hurt anything, because it will come back in August, just when school is about to begin, so make sure to do that in May. Sometime in May. You can do it well. If you do it on your birthday, doubly good, because you're gonna look forward to it. Anyway, when the Touch Plus gets upgraded, it's the same thing as your Touch, it's the same device, except 1, it has different vibration tones, 2, it has a different default English United States voice, and 3, it has different factory set menus. So the first thing that's going to come up on your Touch, the Touch comes already completely shut down. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to hold, there's a button on, go to your left side, like my left side. So on the left side of the brailleNote Touch, there's the volume down key, the volume up key. There's like a little hole, I guess, for your headphones. I don't know. Earbuds, whatever. And then there's the power button, which is above the volume keys. It's right above, and it's like a little indented button. It's a little indented button. And if you hold that for about 5 seconds, it'll say power off or restart. Now you can let it go and go down until it says restart, or you can hold it until it forces the Touch to turn itself on. And it will make 3 buzzes, 2 short ones and a long one. And it will tell you if it's charging, and it will tell you how much battery is in it. Okay, so then what will happen, it will say starting Keysoft in computer braille, and you'll see that 8-dot cursor there. Yeah, there's 6-dot Braille. For those of you who don't know Braille. Braille comes in a combination of 6 dots, but in computer Braille, which is written letter by letter, and 6-dot Braille, which is written in contractions, which are like little shortcuts so you don't waste paper. Different combinations of dots make letters, numbers, operation signs, contractions, Braille contractions, anything. So, you just hold that power button. So, yeah, and then at the end of starting Keysoft, you'll see that there are 2 cells there. And the 2 cells are going to spin around and around and around your finger. And the Touch Plus actually restarts much faster than the Touch, so if you want to get it upgraded just because it restarts faster, go ahead and do that. It'll spin about like 40 times. Yep, I counted, guys. It spins 40 times. No, maybe it spins 20. No, it spins 12. It spins 12 times. The Touch spun 40 times. Whew, so much faster. And then the screen will be blank. And if your speech is on, it will say that Keysoft is on. But if your speech is off and you're like freaking out because your screen is blank, well, don't. You're going to want to unlock your screen, just like you would a phone, but you can't tap as if you were on a phone. It is a tablet, but you can't tap as if you were on a phone, unless you're moving down a list. The only thing you could do is double tap in the rarest of times, but that's it. And underneath the physical keyboard, if you lift that up very, very gently so you don't press any keys, is a touch screen where you can see exactly what the blind person is typing. Or you can type on it, but it's not like a phone where you tap anywhere on the screen and it will take you there. You have to actually type in Braille on the touch screen. There's no keys to press down, so you're going to have to find a good place on the touch screen, put all 10 of your fingers. It'll make a nice vibraty sound, and then press one key on the brailleNote Touch. But what you're going to have to do is keep your fingers in the exact same place you put them in. So don't move them. If you want to press space, either of your thumbs will press the space bar. Thumb, thumb. Bip, bip, bip. Space, 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 space. And then you have your dot 4, 5, 6 backspace on each of your fingers. Pointer, middle, ring, pinky. And then on your other pinky finger, you have your backspace, your dot 3, your dot 2, your dot 1, and then your thumb is the space bar. So that's it. Just keep your fingers in the exact same place. And if you hear a buzzing noise when you try to type, that means your fingers either are A, not in the same place, or B, you're not recalibrating, which is what this is called. When you put all 10 fingers on the screen and it goes zzz. But you have to keep your fingers in the exact same place. Once you feel that vibration, you have to keep them in the exact same place. You can't move them at all. Otherwise, it will buzz at you, and don't freak out. But you can also use the physical keyboard, which is covering the touch screen this whole time. And if you want really good practice using the touch screen, I'd recommend you take the whole touch out of its case. Yep, it doesn't have the flap to close it down, you're just going to have to carry it. And it also doesn't have the keyboard. So if you want to use the keyboard, I'd recommend you keep it in its case. Anyway, you're going to see the button where it says Voice Assist, where you can ask Google at least one question before the screen unlocks itself. I mean, I'm sure you can ask it a couple, but in my experience, I just asked it one question. I could only ask it one question. But you're going to want to go down again, press the space bar, which is on most computers at the bottom of the keyboard, right in the middle of the keys, but down a lot, like below the Braille display. No, it's above the Braille display, and above, there's 18 dots above the Braille display, and those are the cursor routing keys. When you go down a list, they act as the Enter key, and they select stuff, But when you're in a document or in an editable field, like a web address bar, that cursor, whatever you type, will always come before the cursor. So if you put a cursor on the D and you had an E before that, if you press backspace, that E is going to go. But if you put the cursor at the end of a word and you start delete, 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 it'll just delete the word one character at a time. And I know that's kind of slow, and once I learn how to do that, I will teach you exactly how to do that. Anyway. What you're going to want to do is press the unlock button, which is space. And then, or you can just hit the letter U, doesn't matter. Dots 136 is the letter U. And then you're going to press enter, which is on the right side of the touch. It's the very last key, just like on a PC computer. Just press enter, and the first thing you're going to see is the main menu. And the first thing you're going to see is your contacts key list. Now, these apps are going to end with key this, key that, key this, key that. So, contacts, key list. So, I'm going to tell you a little bit about that before I get into the real lesson of what we're going to do today. So, once you're into your key list, it'll tell you every person that your either personal assistant or your mom or whoever has contacted, and it'll even give you your contact information. It'll give you everyone that's programmed into the touch, their contact information. It'll give you their name, it'll give you their email address, and it'll give you their phone number. Now, if they have multiple email addresses, they'll probably give you both, but they'll always give you their phone number, so you can add them into your phone, or ask an adult to add them in for you, or your friend, or whatever. So, the real deal of this touch, you don't have to do anything in the contacts, but you're going to press space with E once you're done scrolling through that and being like, oh, there's only one person in my contacts. So you're going to press space with the letter E to exit out. You're back at your menu, right? Now you're going to press space, and it will take you to your email. So you're going to press enter, 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 enter. Now, I have 2 email accounts, but I'm going to give you full permission to email you from my email account. Okay, so type Kiera Stewart, so you're going to have to type in computer braille, Kiera Stewart 2006, and now the @ sign in computer braille, so you know your backspace key, that's actually called .7 in computer braille. So you're going to press .4 and .7 at the same time. Good. That's your @ sign at Gmail. Now your period is your .46.com. Now you press enter, and the subject button is the topic of your email. So you're going to just type test. Then you're going to compose email edit box. You'll see that. You can type in contracted braille. You can also type contracted in your subject, so you don't have to worry about, oh my god, letter by letter, letter by letter. You just type, hello Kiera, this is a test. You're going to hit enter if you want, and then sign it with your name. And then backspace with the letter S. It will say sending message, and it will take you back to the new message screen. And why it's taking you back is because it's getting ready to send it to me, okay? And I will get a notification that says Kiera. So when I get notifications, you will see the letter N in parentheses for notification, and you'll see who it's from, but you won't see anything else until you go into your Keymail menu. Okay. To read a message, you're going to pass that new message screen, and you're going to read it, and it will give you your inbox message list. And it's ordered from the latest email that was sent to you to the earliest email that was sent to you. Okay? So now you're going to exit out of that. Again, your space with E. And other email is like email settings, add another account. We don't want to add an account. We don't want to go to settings just yet. I don't know what we want to do in there. And then at the bottom of the screen is your current account. That's your current email account that your screen is focused on right now. So if you have separate accounts. So if your current account right now is your home account, you're going to want to press enter on that. I know that sounds stupid because you don't want it. And if you see your school account, if you press space and you have a school account, you should see your school account at the bottom of the screen. So you're going to press enter, and now your current account is that. But if you want to switch right back, do the exact same thing and go down. Not up, down. I mean, I suppose you could go up if you really wanted to. But then you'll get back to your home account. And that's brailleNote Touch Snapshot Tutorial Lesson. Okay, so I hope you're ready for my next brailleNote Touch Plus tutorial. I hope that helped you. If you have any questions on how to either send or write an email, please feel free to reach out to me, madame. I know this is like, why aren't you doing French? Well, I don't have any more ideas, so I just totally dissed French for a minute, and if you have a Human Word Touch Plus, I'll show you exactly how to use it. Okay, well, I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Happy typing!